Hi, it's MoFs.
Hi guys, we are with Britney today. We are going to talk about her adventure now into the fandom because she is officially now a MoF. So
Yes.
So Britney, we wanted to ask you some questions about, because the way I found out about this, I have a younger daughter that I'm going to say she's probably furry. I think all my kids are furry at this point.
I would say that's a safe assessment.
Right, but she's not the teen that I typically talk about. She's a little bit younger. And she and Brittany's daughter are fast friends. And I don't know how the conversation came up, but mine came home one day and said, oh my gosh, her daughter is a furry. And so she wanted to make sure it was okay if she promoted moms of furries. I'm like, that's fine, talk about it, whatever. Anyway, and we now are trying to seek out parents of furries and ask them some questions, get some feedback and the wider perspective that we talked about in another video. So Carrie and I have some questions that we would like to ask you and get your feedback.
I'm ready.
Yay! All right, Carrie, do you want to start or?
Sure. So, how long have you known about the furry business?
Oh gosh, well, for quite some time. I mean, I've known about it,
Right.
but I've only known what's out there widely, which is, you know, when she came home talking about being a furry, I immediately was like,
That was my
what?
reaction, yeah.
You're 12, what is going on?
How do you even know about that?
Yeah, where did you hear about this? So, but she was so open and clear and like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing and it's speaking to me and using all these words that I was like, okay, I gotta, you know, get out of my own head, support as much as I can, have an open mind, and just do a bunch of research so that I can keep her safe and so that we can, you know, see what's up.
Right.
So I found you guys, of course, and you know, devoured what you guys have online, which was really helpful. Thanks. And also did a lot of other research and watched a lot of videos, read a lot of articles, and everything was pointing in the exact same direction, which is no, it's this, it's not that,
Right.
it's this. Sure, there's a little bit of that, but most of it is this.
Right.
So I was like, okay, let's go on this adventure together.
That is so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah.
But you're right, because all of the surface information, I think we all talk about that, is the sensationalized, it's all this one thing. But you dig into it at all and you find out that it's this wonderful community.
Yes.
And also your daughter is an artist, like an artist in her own right. So it kind of matches that.
Well, what
It really
she,
does. Yeah.
she is an artist, and what she's always drawn, even from the tender age of 2, are anthropomorphic animals.
Yep.
That's her thing. That's what she's,
So she was furry before she even knew that she was furry. That's how my teen was.
Yeah, you don't have to know what furry is or that the fandom even exists to be that.
No, exactly.
Exactly. So when Zoe came to me, she was like, oh my God, there's this thing that's me and other people too. What? And so she was just so like, immediately it clicked for her, and I could see that it clicked for her. So I wanted to support, well, her dad and I both wanted to support in any way that we could.
Exactly.
Beautiful. And can I ask how old she is?
12.
So she is definitely a young furry.
Yes.
Our target market.
Yes.
No, so have you guys gone to a con?
Yes. We went to BLFC.
Yay.
Because it was, you know, it's amazing how the universe works. She becomes interested in it. We learn about you guys. She's obviously dear friends with your daughter, so there's like this whole thing happening. And then I'm going online, I'm like, what?
One of the biggest cons.
There's this thing
locally
that's happening here, and it's like one of the biggest in the world, and oh my god, and it's happening in 2 months, you know, I mean, we were just like
serendipity.
Yes.
oh my gosh. And so, and then the preparations began.
Yeah. So yeah, because she did a lot
She
of.
was very cute.
She was really
She
cute.
was very, you know, initially she had wanted, you know, a head, and she wanted everything, but then she just kind of was like, okay, hold on a minute, there are going to be some really cool vendors there that I can learn more, maybe I can get something there. If not, I can find the artisans that are doing the kinds of heads that I want, you know. So she was smart about it. And so what she did was, yeah, she made herself a little wolf. So we spent many hours going to the fabric stores and to Michael's, and let's go get more glue sticks, you know. I mean, it was like down to the last minute, you know, kind of gluing her into her little suit. But she loved it, and so she made her little ears, and
Oh,
she made
she
her
looked.
And she made you ears too, right?
paws. She made my ears, she made my tail. So I wore ears and tail, but then she also had her paws and
I loved her.
the little leg.
The leg warmer things. I
Yeah.
don't know what those are called, but they were adorable.
It was
They
so
were
cute.
She put little rhinestones around them. So she had a vision, and she executed it, and it was really cool. She felt so she felt completely at home in what she had created. It was really cool.
That is awesome. So, what are her future plans? Is she planning to make a suit or?
Yes.
Oh,
Absolutely.
very.
And pardon me. So she's doing sketches on what she wants to do. She really wants to do a full head, and I mean, she's fully committed.
Wow.
Fully committed.
And so, let me ask you this: where do you see yourself in the fandom in the future?
So where I started out as purely support, I dug it so much.
It's so fun, right?
We kind of know what you're talking about.
It sucks
What
you
was your?
in.
It does. Well, it's immediately too. How did you feel when you like walked into the con space?
We walked in, we're like, what is going on? And how amazing. I mean, we were just like, oh, and look at that. Oh, and look. I mean, we were just like all over.
It's like Disney World without the rides.
yeah.
That's what I say. It's like that feeling.
Well, and it was not only the visual spectacle of all of these incredible creatures, but it was also the inclusiveness, the energy.
The energy. We talk about that. It's real, right? It's palpable.
It is palpable, and I have a great story. We were there for maybe 20 minutes. We'd gotten there, we got our badges, and we're like so excited, and we were kind of nervous. We didn't know what to expect, right? So we got our badges, and and also my husband came. He didn't go to the con, but he wanted to be there for her, kind of. So he was like hanging out for the first hour or so, and you can see a lot not going in. I mean, you can see so much amazingness. So we're sitting there, just kind of taking it all in, and trying to figure out what our, looking at the program, seeing what we're gonna do, and this group of cats comes up because they homed in on Zoe.
Oh.
They could tell, I'm sure, that she was just kind of like new
and overwhelmed and not sure what to do,
and
right?
but that she had worked hard on her suit. You could tell that she had made it. And so this group of cats comes up, and they were the ones that have the painted face.
Okay.
So that, they look like they're from the play cats. I mean,
Oh,
they were that.
yeah.
So there were 3 or 4 of them. They come up, and they immediately she was just sitting in between us, and they immediately like, did you make your ears? Oh, we love those rhinestones. How did you attach that? They just completely engaged. And I mean, that was it for me. I was just like, okay, we're home.
Makes me teary
I
and
know.
proud of you guys, because that has been the every time we go out, that's the experience that we get. So when we hear something negative, it's upsetting.
I think that's the exception to the rule.
But it is the exception.
Seems to be. We spent 2 full days there, and did not have one even close to negative or weird experience. I mean, it was all, it was magical.
Yeah, that's how we describe it, as magic. Because, and I challenge any parent or person concerned about their loved one that, you know, a loved one that considers themselves a furry, to go to a con and not feel like that inclusive community and that positive vibe. So we really love it. I'm glad to hear that you had such a good time. I kind of knew she had a good time because we have some communication going on.
I didn't know, but I love the story because it just solidifies in my mind everything that we have learned about the fandom is true and consistent.
Right, and that the information we're passing to you guys, it's not just, we're not a couple crazy moms that dig this thing. It's really, truly, that's what it is. So, great, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We're excited, and hopefully we'll see you at more cons.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
All right, guys.
Thanks for stopping by.
Bye.